Welcome to the Fox 17 Rock and Review. My guest today is Walter Carter. He is the co-owner of Carter Vintage Guitars with his wife Christy, and written dozens of books, Gibson historian, wrote for the Tennessean. Oh, and did I mention a songwriter also? With a few hit songs. And I appreciate you coming in, Walter. You brought in one of your instruments from the music store, this 1930 Martin.
Right. This is a 00045 Martin, which was the fanciest and largest guitar that Martin made up until the late 20s. And it's got abalone pearl trim everywhere you can put it.
You know, and it doesn't look like an instrument that is nearly that old. And it sounds incredible.
It still plays like a new instrument.
Yeah.
The construction is a little bit lighter than a new instrument, but the tone is just gorgeous. And like a lot of vintage guitars, it's still very viable in today's music.
Well, you and I were talking earlier, too, besides, writing your books and everything. I know you're going to be speaking at a Guitar Guild this summer as well.
Yeah, the Guild of American Luthiers Convention in July in Tacoma.
That's pretty impressive.
So, well, it's... the guys our repair guys think it's ironic that I would speak to guitar makers because they try to keep me away from working on guitars, but I'll talk about something other than making and what you can learn from.
Right, and you have a wealth of knowledge from your time, at Gibson and also with the many books that you've written to where you've really, researched these things. And I mean, I own a number of your books as well. And, it's great information to have. And, and as well with the music store with Carter Vintage Guitars, you and Christy, I came into the opening, when you had a few guitars, and now it's just like all these vintage instruments, and you've got a lot of big name people coming in now.
Right, people who have heard about us, or they drive by and see us. We're right on 8th Avenue.
With the beautiful murals on the side.
Yeah, the Vermilion Mural Company in Nashville designed those and
beautiful.
And painted them. So we've got a Les Paul on one side and Mother Maybelle Carter with her Gibson L5 on the other side.
Well, and you were recently were mentioned in Fretboard Journal also.
Right. They did an article on newer vintage dealers. It's sort of a new wave and a new style of vintage dealer.
Well, I was speaking with Christy earlier, and obviously I stay in touch with you guys, and you and I have known each other for years. But I think she does a great job with the social media also. You guys are very big on Facebook and with your web presence, footprint, and everything.
Well, that seems to be the go-to place now. More so, I think people look at websites as more of a static, almost a reference for a business. And of course, we do update the website all the time.
Well, and I think for collectors and players like myself, and we've got so many here in Nashville, to where I will check and see what you have in and then come down and see it.
Yeah, but when we have Carlos Santana or Billy Gibbons or people like that, Ry Cooder drop in the store, that goes right up on Facebook.
Oh yeah, Joe Bonamassa.
With the permission of the artist,
totally. Well, you guys have a great repair shop there as well, and then you've got all the amplifiers, and you even brought in an example, one of your mandolins that we have over here.
Right, that is actually a mandola, which is the viola equivalent in the mandolin family, and it's the butt of a lot of jokes, the same way viola is to violin players. And most of the jokes you've heard probably is banjo jokes. Actually started as viola jokes. Like, what do you call 50 violas, let's say, at the bottom of the lake? A good start.
A good start. Yeah. So it wants to be a mandolin, but it can't.
It's like a viola. It has a deeper tone. It's tuned to fifth lower and has just a beautiful, rich, more soothing tone than the treble chop that you hear on a mandolin. But that was made in 1924.
Wow.
At Gibson and designed by a fellow named Lloyd Lohr, who redesigned Gibson's mandolin line in an effort to try to save the company and revive interest in mandolins.
And as you've mentioned in some of your publications, so many of the Lloyd Lohr pieces are so sought after.
Right. It's the holy grail of the mandolin world.
Right.
There were several hundred mandolins that he made and signed, but only 19 of those mandolas.
Wow.
We happen to have 2 of them right now.
Two of the 19.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Well, you've got so many books out and everything now. We mentioned your new Epiphone book. You've got other books out as well. The electric book, I think we're going to show a photo of that. See right there, this is an incredible book. And I did not even know that you wrote all the text for this.
Yeah, that is a huge, in terms of weight, book, and in size. They originally wanted to do it full size, but they cut it down to about a 30 or 36-inch length.
And it comes with its own guitar case.
It comes
literally.
with a case and a sort of a pet book, that,
Right.
a smaller book that goes with
And
it.
right there, we're showing one of the photos from Les Paul's originally designed guitar, the Log.
Right. There are 150 guitars in there, ranging from starting with a Stradivari.
Right.
And going through a modernistic guitar by Jimmy D'Acquisto, and then everything in between. So,
Well, the last time I came into your and Christie's store a week or so ago, I was walking by through the front where you have all the books, and that one stopped me.
right.
And I'm like just like staring at
It's
it.
a crowd stopper.
Oh,
A
it
book
is a
that
crowd.
big,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's like that's a big book, and it comes with its case, and you got your workout coming in this morning with it even.
Yeah, yeah. So I carried the book. Christy carried the guitars.
She's smart.
She did the light work.
Now, where's the music store at?
It's at 625 8th Avenue South. It's right between two landmarks, Arnold's Restaurant and the Jackalope Brewery. So we cover all your needs.
There you go,
Right
right,
in that-
at
yeah.
right at Carter Vintage Guitars.
Yeah.
And you've got great new books out and everything. And you're going to be having a big party for the 1 year.
It'll be our grand opening. We never had a grand opening party, so we're planning to roll that into a 1-year anniversary sometime in June.
Awesome. Well, you definitely have to keep us up to date on that.
Will do.
Well, and be sure and check out their website also,
CarterVintage.com.
and on Facebook.
Carter Vintage on Facebook.
There you go, because Chris will be posting all the
Yeah.
photos, so you want to check that out. Walter, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
joining me, and we'll have to do it again sometime.
All right.
Thanks for watching the Rockin' Review.